Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Just gonna do a beer here from the Innis and Gunn Brewing Company from Scotland, which I haven't done one of these beers in quite a long time. This is their bourbon barrel aged or bourbon aged dark ale. It's a rich ale matured on bourbon oak. So bourbon soaked oak stave kind of thing going on. It comes in at 7.4 alcohol by the volume, and it is carefully matured. That's not a Scottish accent, but I didn't expect it to be. Carefully matured for 30 days prior to release. Okay, and I think the biggest joke is their aging process has declined very dramatically since they first started doing things. Hello, dear Mr. Kent. Brother Craig. Their maturation time in barrels and staves started with barrels, turned to staves, turned to chips, turned to not putting anything in, just basically claiming it's barrel aged. But yeah, I guess the biggest joke in is 24 hours. You know, they could have released 6 or 7 whiskey aged beers in that time. 24 hours, holy shit. But 30 days. I think it was, you know, then he started with 70. It was 74, then 70, then 60, then 50, then 40, then 30, then carefully matured for 24 hours. That's not a Scottish accent. Okay, I know. Shut up. Okay. From Edinburgh, Scotland. So I actually couldn't remember where they were from. Edinburgh, Scotland. I remember the first time I heard about this, a long time ago on the, what was it, the Oz and James Drink Britain. I started hearing about Innis and Gunn then, before I could actually get them. I was very excited. And then, I tell you what, it's a little bit different than I had now. I remember the rum barrel-aged beers and stuff, and the whiskey barrel-aged beers. Not finished, not conditioned. They were actually in barrels, and they were really good beers. I don't want to sound like I have preconceived notions about this beer, but I'm assuming the word vanilla will be used at some point in time. Just saying. Okay? There we go. That was a nice wordy intro. Been watching a lot of Joe and Peter reviews, so wordy intro. There we go. Here we go. Little barrel smoke, can smoke right on the top. Is pouring out nicely darked. Nicely dark. Little ruby hue though, just on the little swirl coming through, a little dark ruby hue. All right. There we go. Up to the light. Little ruby hues on the sides of the glass, pinnacle of the glass, little copper coin. The head is a off-white head, pushing tan. Nice and creamy. All right. 7.4 alcohol by volume. Definitely sticking to the side of the glass on this one. Moving up and down. Not really too many proteins sticking to the side of the glass. Let's get an aroma. Cheers. Earthy, copper coin, little brown bread. Little roasty toasty. Hint of dark fruit coming through. Caramel. Twinge of something that reminds me of like an orange peel, something like that. Some kind of peel of a fruit, little rind. Mixing with that dark fruit and that caramel. A little ethanol alcohol probably peering through as well. Interesting. Reminds me a little bit of Dark Island from Orkney. Cheers. Little touch of a velvety body on this one, actually. It's a bit thin, don't get me wrong. But it lingered around for a little bit. It wasn't as watery as I thought it would be. Again, little raisin, dare I say a little fig or plum in there, a little dark fruit note going through, caramel, zip of an ethanol alcohol kind of pulling through a little bit. Maybe that the barrel kind of going through a little bit. Not the barrel or the bourbon really. That caramel zip of the bourbon kind of shining through a little bit. Nice dark fruit tone. Little roasty toasty. Nothing too crazy. Not a lot of earthiness. Hey, Angel. Treacle. Little treacle tone. Caramel. Dark fruits, as I said, raisin, fig, plum, little hints of those. Hints of earthiness in the back, copper coin, little nuances, not very noticeable, very unassuming, very easy drinking. Kind of everything's more upfront and it dissipates pretty quickly. It's not extremely dynamic. It's a couple like 3 or 4 hit wonder, that kind of boom, 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 but they are nice. What's in there? Very savory almost, a very enjoyable dessert-like beer almost, because it's not extremely bold, but what is in there? Treacle, caramel, dark fruits, little hint of roasty toasty tone. Those are savory characters. Mixing that with a medium body. Medium side of medium, but a little bit of a little bit of velvetness to that body. That's surprising. I want to say this, but I'm gonna say this. I'm not really pulling a lot of vanilla out of this one, which is crazy. Okay, that's crazy. Maybe they stopped actually adding vanilla extract to every beer to make it seem barrel aged. I don't know. Maybe they caught on finally, but this one actually. It's a really nice little beer. I'm really glad I picked this up. Traditional, nuancy. That dark fruit, man, that is really playing a key role in this. Like fig, date, plum, stewed fruit, those types of aromas are coming through there, mixing in with the treacle and caramel. Bourbon, I'm just taking a little ethanol zip and that caramel. And that's basically all the bourbon you're going to get. It might be pulling a little dark fruit with it. Sometimes bourbon can do that, but I certainly doubt it. I certainly doubt that. It actually might have thinned the body out a little bit. The body might have been the high side of a medium to start with, because that velvetyness is still in the mouthfeel, but the overall body's a bit thin. But it's not that bad. Listening to 9/11 Dead Waxwork Records, if you were wondering. And then it's gone. That ethanol caramel zip plays all the way through the palate, all the way to the end. Still getting a little bit of treacle now. Hint of a copper coin, roasty toasty. Very unassuming though, very nuancy. It's a very easy drinking, nuancy beer. But this thing is, I want to say it's dessert-like in its approach, but you could session these if you wanted to. But 7.4, very dangerous beer. Can't take really, even though there's that zip of the caramel and stuff, it's so velvety and so unassuming that you could really drink a lot of these. That's all right. Loose tongues are good, especially when you get it wrapped around another tongue. Things like that happens. Fun times. Or put tongues in other places. Yeah, whatever. Loose lips sink ships. But, yeah. Don't worry, Angel. Now, some might tell you, I don't know if this is true or not, I say some very off-color things when I get drunk, apparently. I know that might be hard to believe. This might shock Craig. But I have been able... There has been times when I've probably said things that were a little inappropriate. Inappropriate? Did that just that come out? Inappropriate? We'll use both. Okay. But anyway, this is a very good beer. I'm actually going to throw this one in the 8.5 category. I want to say 9, but it's not going to get to that point because it is very nuancy, and there isn't that much going on with the bourbon as it says in there. But it's still an 8.5. It's actually a really good beer, and I'm really glad I actually have 3 more to enjoy now. So hey, rock and roll. So there we go. Innis and Gunn. That's not a Irish accent. Jesus Christ. Innis and Gunn. I don't know why that comes out of me now. This is my first beer of the night. Innis and Gunn, the bourbon aged dark ale, is from Edinburgh, Scotland. Again, it's been so weird from the inception of this brewery to today. It's made a lot of fluctuations in its quality, but this one they nailed it right on the head. 8.5 for the bourbon dark ale. And this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit with another one from a Pennsylvania company. It's actually a Belgian strong, but I want to let it warm up a little bit because it was in someone's refrigerator. Why did you put beer in the refrigerator? I don't know. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Shout out to raining. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Whoa. Oh, good. You'll get it. Bye-bye.